Hearing what Aunt Lena said, Claire hurriedly said, "Aunt Lena, don't worry, I and Charlie have a good relationship." After speaking, Claire then said apologetically, "Aunt Lena, after you went to Eastcliff for treatment, I have never had time to visit you in Eastcliff. If Charlie told me, I would not know that you were cured and discharged. Back to Orus Hill, I am really embarrassed." Aunt Lena said with emotion, "After I fell ill, your couple has been busy in the hospital. If you two hadn't helped raise money, Auntie might have died in critical condition." As she said, Aunt Lena's eyes reddened and she choked up, "Especially Claire, while you were busy with the affairs of the Wilson family, you also have to come and take care of me. Auntie has always been very grateful and feels very guilty. I dragged down you couple. If you are really embarrassed, it should be the aunt who said it." Claire hurriedly comforted, "Aunt Lena, don't forget, I am Charlie's wife, and you are Charlie's benefactor, that is, my benefactor." Aunt Lena looked at Claire and was deeply moved. Seeing Claire again this time, Aunt Lena felt that she was a little different from the past. Although Claire and Charlie often visited her in the past, Claire still vaguely felt a little alienated from Charlie, obviously because they had no emotional foundation. But this time, the two have been holding hands, and it seems that their relationship has also improved a lot. In the past, Aunt Lena could often hear the rumors spread outside, so she was always worried about the relationship between the two, for fear that someday Charlie would divorce Claire and be driven out of the Wilson family. At this time, seeing the two people's relationship has improved, her heart settled down. As everyone present listened to this conversation, they couldn't help being surprised. Only then did they know that Charlie and his wife had done so much for Aunt Lena while Aunt Lena was sick. Charlie was very humble. He took good care of Aunt Lena. He just wanted to repay the other party with all his heart, and he never thought of relying on this to show off in front of others. However, Zhang Ming on the side was depressed. The reason why everyone can come together to visit Aunt Lena today is that he is the real initiator and organizer. Moreover, he was thinking that he is now a successful person anyway. Just by taking advantage of this reception banquet, he will put pressure in front of everyone and enjoy the compliments and complacency of this group of people. By the way, he will talk Xiaofeng as a young gentleman and try to develop it. Unexpectedly, Charlie was robbed of the limelight by a guy like Charlie, and he turned into a background board. Thinking of this, Zhang Ming looked at Charlie with a bit of resentment. At this time, Aunt Lena shook Claire's hand and said with great relief, "Claire, you and Charlie are not too young anymore. It's time to consider having a child." The group of children they left from the orphanage back then here, Charlie got married alone, and the rest are still bachelors. As an aunt, I can't wait to hug a godson. Claire blushed all at once. She and Charlie have been married for more than 3 years, but no one has ever urged her to have a baby. After all, the relatives around her looked down on Charlie a little, and wished she divorced Charlie. How could they let Charlie have children with her? However, she was suddenly urged to have a child by Aunt Lena. In addition to being shy in her heart, she suddenly had some strange feelings. Claire will soon be 26 years old, at the optimal age for childbearing, and for a girl of this age, the motherhood and maternal love in her heart have already begun to faintly breed. Take Claire, for example. Occasionally when she sees other people with children, she will feel that maternal love is overflowing in her heart, and even start to think about when she can have a baby of her own. However, because there are so many things in the family, she has never dared to consider this issue in depth. So she said with some shame, "Auntie Lena, we haven't thought about having children yet, because I have just started a business and the company has only just improved a bit, and it has been the busiest time recently." At this time, Xiaofeng looked at Claire's eyes, a bit more envy, and a bit more lost in his heart. She has liked Charlie since she was a child. When she was very young, she dreamed of marrying Charlie and being Charlie's bride. She has not forgotten this dream until now, but now it seems that she has no chance. That's why she envied Claire even more, because in her opinion, Claire found the best man in the world, so she is the happiest woman in the world. Aunt Lena smiled slightly at this time and said, "Career is important, but family is also important sometimes. As women, we should not have children too late, otherwise it will affect our body." Claire blushed and nodded. Xiaofeng said with embarrassment at this time. Auntie Lena, the owner of the old restaurant, called just now to say that there was a problem with the circuit of their restaurant and it cannot be open today. We can only change the place for dinner. Aunt Lena smiled and said, "In fact, it doesn't matter whether you eat or not. I am already very happy to see everyone. There are so many people here that I haven't seen for a long time." Zhang Ming, who has been neglected all the time, immediately shined upon hearing this. He immediately took a step forward and blurted out, "Aunt Lena, I will arrange dinner for everyone tonight." As he said, he immediately took out his cell phone and made a call, and then said to everyone, "Everyone, I have booked a place at our 5-star Hyatt Hotel in Orus Hill. Let's go over now." Hearing that Zhang Ming had booked a place at the 5-star Hyatt Hotel, everyone present was suddenly surprised.